Hey, here's Joe again, and welcome back to Ghost of a Tale, where I finally got my king costume from this guy, who I'm still mad about, that this guy didn't have, like, at least visible, the visible king stockings on, so that I would be able to see that. He might be... I got turned around so much. Oh, I can rearm the trap. And we now see how the trap symbol looks. Okay. I mean, it's coming up decently late. I'm taking that health and stamina, thank you. It comes up decently late, yeah, I actually like that upgrade that allows us to see those. So we are the king now. And are able to speak to the magpie here. Yeah, it opens now. We need to drop. Or do we need to go over the ladder? No, that's to go back out. I assume that's not where we speak to the magpie. I assume where we speak to the magpie is where the other thing is marked on the map. How do we get there again? Over here. Great. 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 That's where I saw the magpie. It was all the time the magpie was there. It's not when I came to speak to her. So it's here then. It's also not here. Is it wrong to speak to the magpie here? Did the magpie not load in? Oh, go up the ladder, the magpie is up there. Who is this that approaches in the dark? Magpie, I must speak with you. By what authority do you claim such a privilege? Do you not see who you are addressing? This light's no good for my eyes. Come closer. What's this? A king? Forgive me, please. Your Majesty, this is an honor. I am Ravik, descendant of Merra and daughter of Elgin. Merra. In magpie mythology, Merra is the great winged creator. It's said that she conjured into existence the heavens and the skies and all the creatures who dwell there, simply by speaking their names. Merra needed only to say the word and her word became the truth. It's unsurprising then that magpies so greatly value the spoken word, or that they hold lies in such contempt. I am King Nor. King Nor the Ruthless, whose armies almost brought the 5 Redlands to their knees. King Nor the Querulous, quick to anger and known to never forgive. King Nor the Rancorous, who visits swift vengeance upon all who displease him. King Nor the Crepuscular, whose victims' cries haunt the dusk and the dawn. Then you've heard of me. Can there be any creature that hasn't? It's an honor to be in your presence, and I would sing of your magnificence. That was the only name of the two that I heard before. But first, would you kindly remove the shade from this dying light and illuminate the hall? For what reason? For what reason, so I might better see your Majesty? Give me the answers I seek and I will help you in return. Forgive me, your Majesty, but it's so dark and I can scarcely see my codex feathers. All birds have many different kinds of feathers, each serving a specific purpose. Remesh feathers for flight, down for warmth, bristles for protection, and so on. Magpies alone possess a set of codex feathers concealed beneath their wings. These feathers are preened in such a way as to function as a mnemonic system, enabling the retention and recall of great volumes of information. Each magpie must take great care to maintain the codex, for it contains the knowledge of their forebears and the history of all things. Let's do it. Sire, you are gracious indeed. How do I remove that? Via stick. Via pinecone. Oh, stick would have worked. Oh, such splendor. I trust the light is to your satisfaction, wise magpie. Oh, most illuminating, your highness. How fortunate am I to gaze at last upon your majesty. Tell me, are those diamonds or sapphires in your crown? I have the drawing of the thing in the upper left corner of the screen. I didn't read the description of the crown. That looks green. That looks fucking green. A little bit of both. And those buttons on your tunic, are they silver or white gold? White gold, of course. I could scarcely imagine such wonders. Strange though, I'd heard your majesty lost his tail at the Battle of Lysands. The famed Battle of Lysands remains one of the messiest, most complex, least understood military encounters in recent history, even though it technically involved only two armies in a single engagement. It began as the formal signing of a peace treaty between the Ferrets of Celta and the Shrew Knights of Threef. Some say the admirably restrained knights lost their temper when the Celtarian emissary was stricken with an uncontrollable fit of laughter as the Threef elder was seized by a salvo of sneezes caused by the fine-grained sand for which Lie is renowned. Alas, the truth might never be known, as in a rare breach of guild etiquette, the minstrels on both sides dropped their instruments to join the fray, leading to wild, diverging accounts of the battle. It was recovered after the battle and stitched back on. Ah, then you must, know Malpetus the physician. How is he? Malpetus the physician was present at the Battle of Lysands, though he did not personally take part in the mayhem. His claim to high fame stems from the fact he allegedly managed to stitch back on the tail of King Sauk of the Ferrets, or was it King Nor? Accounts of the battle differ. At the time he was already under scrutiny for his unsavory practices, namely illicit experiments on predeceased patients leading to their freshly deceased condition, known at first as the Malpetus practice, later shortened to malpractice. How is he? Oh, about the same. Ah, still that then. Now, Mouse, tell me your true name. I'd like to know who it is I'm eating. But you gave me your word. I pretended to give my word to a pretend king. Forgive me, I need your help. And so you thought it was wise to try and deceive a magpie? Following the War of the Green Flame, noble mice were stripped of their titles and mouse lands were confiscated. Mice have no king nor wealth, and so it is that no magpie has spoken to a mouse in generations. You're either a fool or a thief. A little bit of both? Ha! No doubt. But you're no coward. My name is Tilo, miss. Tilo? Apprentice to Lulan? She knows. One of the most influential ministers of the New Age, Lulan is renowned for the subtlety and warmth of his playing. Author of The Minstrel's Flight, he was known as a wise and compassionate soul and a favorite amongst noble creatures and kings. Luna had but 3 apprentices, none of whom are nearly as accomplished as their master. He was last seen some years ago, performing in northern Muridia. Given his great age, Master Lulin's tale must be by now surely have reached its end. Yet still he lives on in song, his influence felt and heard across Pangaea. Aye, the same. Why didn't you say so? A minstrel is far greater than any king. Among magpies, knowledge is a commodity and currency, prized above all else. Each fragment of information is gold. We had that already. Yeah. Sing something, a song I have not heard before, something of historical value, and perhaps I'll let you live. The Orphan Prince. Or Gusto and Fatali. But it's the Orphan Prince. We sang that before. This Orphan Prince, what else do you know of him? His name is Silas. Silas, interesting. Tell me more. He was raised by mice. Curious. He has a set of silver rings left by his father, the tail rings of the Red Kings of old. Very well, minstrel. You may go. Wait, Magpie, please. I came here for your help. I've given you your life and still you ask for more? Great Magpie, please. I came here to ask you a question. By my reckoning, my debt to you is paid. Did I not show you the respect you are due? Disguised as a king? You tried to deceive me. Did I not pay for my lie with the truth? You merely sang me a song, and I let you live, but perhaps there is a bargain to be made between us. I came to this place only once before as a fledgling, but this tunnels seem to have grown narrower in the years since. I wish to explore the lower hole, but this hole here has shrunk more than the rest. Perhaps you can go in my stead. So what is it you hope to find in the lower hall? I recall seeing a tapestry, adorned with magpies and a great battle. I want you to bring it to me. I wish to see it again with my own eyes. Very well. Ride the dying light down into the lower hall. Bring back with you the tapestry of the magpie. I'll do as you ask. We don't burn. We're not. I know that we're not burning. Am I supposed to jump on it? I'll try to climb it. Like, she sends us down, is down halfway, and then I'm taking it. Please, do it that way. Okay, this is a thing I must do, if it's possible. Bring chaos into the order. Okay, we're supposed to jump it. Eerie flame is quite cool to the touch, as I knew. It said so in every account I read. Let's first go to bottle. Okay. The tapestry of the skeletons. We know how this works. The first trick we learned. Oh god. First trick we learned. We're gonna use it again. And not press the wrong buttons at the end of a game. I hope I find some replacement bottles in here, because I'll direly need them. Down the ladder. There are candles down there at least. Who has lit those candles? Save. And back out. Okay. First the spider. Or multiples. We killed one spider. We also found one of Dunlin's urns. Oh, God. We could try to close that door behind us, which wouldn't do us any good. Dropping stuff from above is not an option. Pine cones then. Oh, that's not how it works. Okay. Throw this stuff on the way between us. Not like that. Ah, here. Come to me. Oh, recognize me. Okay. Good. Okay, remains Florence. Probably I could have gone to half of the skeleton. Like, all the skeletons down there were like, out there were like this. Nothing there. I don't like the ambient sound here. We have dealt with everything here. That's a banner lever. So we're going to do a puzzle here. Okay, that's good to know. Different levers to be pulled. What's this? That's looking weird. I'm taking pine... Ah, we are supposed to use pine cones. Good to know. Yeah, we're full on them now. It's here, then there's this. I'll have a look at the puzzle in a second. Okay. Yeah, there are different banners here. Which is the banner that I want? We want one with magpies on it. Magpies in a battle. Doesn't look like magpies in a battle. A magpie weeping in the battle. Those are more vultures in a battle. Oh, remains. The guard's oboe. Okay, we're done with that. Yeah, we can rearm that later. I want to run inside in that accidentally. Okay, we need to light that. I want to see what that is. Can't see anything here. There's a death box there, and you place the death box, the lower binding of the death box, you placed it too low, and I have to fight the fuckers again. Yes, of course. Let's take bottles first. Thank you. Thank you, game, for locking off. That's so great. You fucking supposed to snap to target. Fuck you, game. Really. There's a supposed system on how the game's supposed to work. Stop turning my character around, stupid debris on the ground. Wasn't that enough? That wasn't enough, apparently. come to me. Okay, remains. More remains. I screamed too much today. I recorded too many episodes of this back to back. I screamed too much during that. God, I'm gonna save this so that I don't have to fight. Picking up the pine cones over there. And then we're gonna go here and save this so that we don't have to do the fight again. And go out again. Almost perfect. So, where were we? We couldn't see one of the banners. Now we can see them all. So these are vultures. This looks like dragons or Pegasus or something like that. That's a skeleton. I don't know what that's supposed to be. That's definitely a fox king. That's just something. That's someone blowing a horn. And we have here the weeping thing here, the white. Okay, that's that. Rearm the trap. We need to search for more urns in here. Or out here, or whatever. Nothing on this side yet. I didn't see anything to jump down to. The question is, could I have come there in minstrel's clothing? I suppose she would have swallowed me whole and then asked questions of who I was. There doesn't seem to be more. Am I trapped now? Nope. I also want to go through the doors on the other side, which is this one. Almost ran into my own trap, by the way. Nothing here. Hey! Somewhere, somehow, there are 3 more urns. Okay, look in the corners of this room. Do not miss out on urns here. Don't want to have to return down here. I mean, we already found one down here, but it was outside of this room. Just want to double check so that I don't have to go here again. Especially should those spiders respawn. Okay, we're done here, I think. Have we been behind this? Yeah, okay. I think that's the right one. Can we go back where we came from? It should be here. Save. In case the bird swallows us whole for confusing it with a dove or something like that. That was pretty easy, but I still need 3 more urns. So let's take a short look here. Wait, why does that have another banner above it? Oh, that's the same one, okay. Aye, this is the one I was searching for. But this magpie, what is she doing? She seems to be weeping. Impossible, a magpie weeps for no rodent. And yet there it is. The magpie snatches up the banner in her claws. Tell no one of this, mouse. I've done everything that you've asked of me. You have indeed. Now, mouse, you may ask one question of me and one only. I know why she did refuse to sing to the Baron. So where is she? Who? My wife, the dancer, Merra. Dancer? You don't want to ask me anything else, perhaps about the uprising in the north? You mean Great Burm? I already know about that. You do? Perhaps I could tell you of how the stars were sewn into heaven's tapestry, or reveal the mysteries of what lies beyond. No thank you. No good? I can give you the secret to making gold from lead, or tell you the final words of King Rodgar. Tell me about Merra. Very well, then I must consult with Merra. Ravik closes her eyes and stretches out her wings to their fullest extent. There is a moment, almost an eternity, of absolute silence, and then the magpie speaks, her voice so clear that it seems to you as if it is the only sound that has ever existed. You must journey to the Isle of Periclave. And what you seek is waiting for you there. Did we have that already? I think not this specifically. Periclave is the subject of a myriad of epic poems and songs, painting for us an evocative, if often contradictory, picture of the Lost Tower. Some say it rose from the center of a vast plain, a bridge between the earth and the heavens, while others describe Periclave as an island pierced by a black shard at the center of a great lake. But most historians tend to agree that Periclave was once a place of learning and discovery for all enlightened creatures, greater even than the library at Keen, and the final rallying point for the armies of the living in the War of the Green Flame. As its true nature has long eluded scholars of all disciplines, some have theorized that Periclave is merely a fantasy, an amalgamation of various enclaves that played a part in the war. Regardless, the Tower of Periclave casts a long shadow over us still. Periclave? Merra's ship was lost in the cloak of Periclave. Indeed. So there truly is a lost island of Periclave. Lost? It's exactly where it's always been, and it is real, I promise you. I was born there, atop the ruins of the Great Tower. Then I must go there. You need a ship and some luck to carry you there, and a shard to navigate the currents. I need luck just to find the shards. And at the bottom of this cliff, on a desolate shore, you'll find a rowboat about your size. I know that. I have been in that rowboat. What about the shards? I cannot help you find your way. I know only the currents of the sky above. The lake is the domains of pirates and frogs. And perhaps pirate frogs. I've seen more than a few. You have my thanks, Ravik of Periclave. I will tell you one more secret. You're a brave mouse, Tilo the minstrel. I'm almost glad I didn't eat you. Farewell. With a beat of her wings, the magpie is gone. Okay. Which means my next quest is to discover from Carrot the way to Periclave, which will tell me that we'll be leaving this island, which tells me that I freaking have to find the other urns. And I think I'll be doing that by looking them up. I have no idea. Maybe I can talk to her here and ask her about the urns. The remaining ones? Who is it that calls to me? If you have a question, pray ask it. The grave's in a lower hall. Many are smashed. What happened? Soldiers came long ago, armed with hammers and quarry axes, and split them open. And the bones were taken? Aye, such indignity. Who was laid to rest there? There were many comrades, and there were my comrades, and died at my side. They were much afraid, but never faltered, and I remember not their names, only their courage. Later more soldiers came in search of something, some stone. They did not find what they sought. Forgive me, my lady, I have not yet found all of your remains nor hives. I have nothing but time, good mouse. Please, my lady, tell me more about your life. Ask and I will answer as I can. Thank you, lady. Forgive me, Lady London, I must go. Here we learned a bit more. Well, we didn't... I was specifically wanting to talk to her in case she can draw me the map instead of the blacksmith. But that's not how it works. Like these guys are to open. There's like, okay, I assume we won't be able to go down. We must be able to go down again with the same trick because it's self-operated. It's safe. And then I'll have to look up where the last ruins are. Ruins, the last pieces of this. The last remnants, the last ashes. Fuck you. Okay. That's my call to look up where the 3 remains are. I'm picking up the remains and I'm speaking to Dinlane and the king. And not the king, the commander. And then we'll be done with everything. And we're gonna speak to Carrot then in the next episode. I'm skipping you a bit. God. Oh god. Oh god! I'm getting turned around on remains again. There's a Hive's urn. This is, oh god, how do I describe that even? This is the room with the 2 exploders. And was there in that corner. This is, yeah, from the save point before the 2 explodey worms. It was in that corner. I'm just trying to retrace my steps, but I'm getting turned around so much. Huh, I found one. I found one. Dunlane's urn. This is how do I describe this? Where does this lead? Here's the jumping challenge. There's something interesting happening in the courtyard. They're preparing the gallows. Okay, I think I saw it from the distance. So you come in the northern slope through this gate to this harbor. I had to go it backwards to re-find it again. And it's here where it says us that we have to... my guide says me that I have to drop down here. Still freaking don't see anything, so I don't know where to drop to. Probably here. I mean, I might have already had this. Apparently not here. Can you please not bug into the thing? Here we need to remove clothing. Try to bug ourselves up again, because we need to go over to this side. Then supposed to be over here then, I assume? I can't barely see half a meter. The other lantern better? Yes! Holy fuck it is. Where am I? Okay, that's where we're supposed to drop back out. I see it. There. Ives urn. We're done. Okay, I'm returning to Dunlane's tomb. Okay, Lady Dunlan. Welcome, good mouse. Were we not once acquainted long ago? I in a sense. If you have a question, pray ask it. I have gathered all your remains and hives. You have my thanks, good mouse. I am grateful beyond words. Here, now. Before the altar, a sarcophagus slowly opens, revealing a magnificent suit of golden armor. My final secret. My lady, what is this? This was my armor, worn in the battle for Periclave. It was there that we faced down the emerald flame, and now it is yours. Pray take it. Lady Dunlan, I will treasure it. The armor weighs a little, but it's stronger than iron. Wear it in my name. Forgive me, Lady Dunlan, I must go. Good mouse, tell me, my true love, how did he die? My lady, forgive me, it was you who took his life. He died by my blade? He had fallen to the green flame. Then it was a kindness. He would not have wanted to exist like that. Thank you, good mouse. Please, I would have you keep a part of me with you. You find one more modest urn at your feet and place it in your pouch. If you are ever in need, I shall be there. Gilded Griefs. The Gilded Set. The armor of Lady Dunlan of Dal, forged of some unknown alloy by the capital's finest artisans. Though it is almost 1,000 years old now, the quality of work remains unsurpassed. It was this suit worn by Dunlane during the Battle of Periclave that earned her the name the Gilded Warrior. Gilded helmet and stuff. Folds. Breastplate. Sorry, I have to trample on your face because it's weird. That and the face guard. Does that count as complete? Let's hope that the guards I can run in this armor. I can jump in this armor. And it's more sturdy than iron armor in terms of damage, but I suppose the other guards won't recognize this as an armor of this place. Okay, and as soon as the sun has gone up upstairs again, we'll also talk to the commander to get all of the side quests out of the way, and we're gonna start the next episode with the pirate. And they don't recognize I am now one of the guards, but I can move fast. Okay, that's a really good reward. I mean, it's endgame, but yeah. Hi, Rolo. Yeah. He thinks that's Red's paw. Yeah, thank you for that. Okay, it's not Rolo I wanted to talk to. It's my clock that I wanted to talk to says to me it's already late enough so that we can talk to our friend the commander. Let's talk to him. Commander's guard first. It's a fine suit of armor, Scout. The commander is going to love it. I need to speak with the commander. I think he's waiting for you, Scout. There he is. Scow, I have news that may be of interest to you. The signal guard Silas Wagstaff has been arrested, charged with and convicted of the jailer's murder. That's not true. He's to be hanged at the rise of the next blood moon. First of all, the rest of the squad, they're dead. I have their obels. May I see them? Kith Bodal Scarf. I appreciate you bringing these to me, Scow. It's a pity you couldn't help them more. Now, it seems your assignments are complete. Well done, Scow. Well done indeed. Short in stature, but not in courage. Pirate Scow, you've served the Red Paw and Dwindling Heights with distinction. I hereby bestow upon you the rank of Sergeant with all the privileges and duties that entails. Congratulations. Where's Silas being held? In the jail down in cell 7. That's my old cell. I said cell 7 that has a mild smell. I'll have that looked into. What evidence is there against Silas? Enough to have him hanged. There's no doubt he's guilty, sir. In my mind, none whatsoever. In Dwindling Heights, justice moved swiftly, Scow. Is there anything I can do for you, Commander? No. Of course, of course. Freaking hell. He's the wrong guy. Yeah, we can discover from Carrot the way to the Periclave. That's my main mission. But freaking hell. Freaking hell. They imprisoned Silas. Unless Silas thought the jailer was the guy. Was the guy who ran the smuggler ring. Maybe he thought that. Because Razia made him think so. Then he could have killed the jailer. That would make some sense at least. Okay, next episode we're gonna speak to the pirate and meet up with our friend Silas in the prison. I think he's the one who's whistling over there. Okay, have a nice day. See you tomorrow.